All right. Oh my God. Welcome to May 2nd. May, you believe that? 2023. I'm Connor MacIvor with Tim Blankenship. We're your show hosts with the Santa Clarita Insider Show. Today is May 2nd. I got to double check that, make sure my eyes are working.
You
May
are correct.
2nd, 2023. Yeah. Tim, what are you doing?
I'm glad you're excited. I'm a little tired today. I'm glad you're bringing
Boy,
the energy.
I'm ready. That sobriety, there's something about it. I don't know.
I'm glad you're bringing the energy.
Yeah, it's feeling. My eyes are getting better. I think I
That's
quit
good.
medicating them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I quit. I kind of swore off everything. I think I'm good now. I think they're gonna heal up, and if not, just look like this for the rest of my life. It'll be fine.
Well, very
You
good.
cannot.
How was your weekend?
You know what? It was good. Did a lot on the real estate front, open houses, visited some
Really?
stuff out there with clients. Yeah, that's the big thing now with the interest rates. A lot of people are going looking, but most of the people are kicking tires. It seems not moving too quickly.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few driving around town open houses.
Yeah, it's good for business. I mean, that's how agents get their. That's how agents get their clients. Well,
Yeah,
for the most part, I think it's free.
we haven't seen those in a while with houses selling in 15 minutes, but seeing the signs go up now more often.
Yeah. Yeah, the balloon stores are running out of inventory now because agents are getting balloons out there and putting little flags. It's real nice. Yeah, that's one of the things too. You know, those open houses, you got to watch out what you sign, where you put your name, especially if you're working with somebody else.
How's that?
Could be sticky. Even though it's an open house, I guess an argument could be made for procuring cause. Basically, the person that showed you the house, your agent's busy, so you go to an open house. Maybe your agent even drew you. I get a lot of phone calls from other agents. Hey, my client's going to be coming by the
Oh,
open house. Will you honor our agency?
I see.
And I think, and again, I've only been doing this 20 years. I think that doesn't procuring cause doesn't apply, but I'll tell you what, people talk about it like it does. So if you're my client, let's say you go into an open house without me, you see the property, you come back to me, Connor, on it, and we write the offer for you. The agent, all intents and purposes, could come after me with the board for 3%.
They
You
can come
wouldn't be
after you
involved in that because you're the buyer. Yeah, they'd sue me. They'd go to the board of realtors and come after me for 3% commission.
and say you weren't there.
Yeah, say that I wasn't representing my client now.
Interesting.
They had to show the house, but that more applies to an actual house that's for sale. And I had this happened once. We were taken to the board for procuring cause. Had some clients, my nice people. You know the Dockweiler properties built on those oil wells over there by what is that? Sierra Highway and the 14 freeway,
Yeah,
kind of up there on that hill there.
sure.
So that's Dockweiler, all those. So they go in there. I didn't know any of this. They go in there. They see the house. She calls me. Oh, we see this for sale. I really love it. They already went with the listing agent, but I took them anyway. But I didn't know they went with the listing agent. So I took them. They acted like it was the first time. So everything's great. Write the offer gets accepted. Everybody's happy and close escrow. And probably within 3 weeks, I get a notification from the board of realtors. I have to show up with my broker to defend myself against a procuring cause allegation.
So they didn't say
So
anything at the time when you wrote the offer to
no,
give you a hard time. They just let it go through, and then they figured they chase you down after.
well, and the agent didn't say anything. They
Okay.
waited because they're not going to have to do any work. They still got paid on the other end as far as the seller, but now they'll get to double dip. And I was found guilty. I had to pay because my clients didn't tell me they saw the house with an agent.
So
So they were the reason.
you wrote the offer not knowing they had viewed the property with the open house agent or the listing agent.
No, no, this was listing, not an open house. They just called them up before they called me. And these are people I've been working with. So I don't know how they made that happen. But anyway, they called the agent, which probably isn't hard.
Yeah.
And he showed them the house. And it was a Valley agent. Yeah, San Fernando Valley agent. I forgot what company. But yeah, they took me to the board. My broker was there. And there's really nothing to defend. I mean, I can scream
Yeah.
all day long. My clients didn't tell me. They don't know better.
Sure.
That's a part of the conversation now. That took a long time. This was years and years and years ago. So you know how you learn those rookie mistakes? That was that
Sure.
rookie mistake that I had made. I should have asked them, did you see this house? Have you seen the house before?
You would think they would have said something when the offer was received to say, hey, I actually showed this to these buyers at the
I
time.
think that was built and that was baked into that process. They didn't want to notify me because maybe we would have worked something out. In addition, maybe that would have prevented the sale. And as a real estate agent, you can't have commission get in the way of selling a property because that's none of the buyer's business. So it's not their problem, I guess.
Gotcha.
That's what they say.
Don't
So
don't
you shall
interfere. Don't
not
get involved.
interrupt.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And you don't, not even as much as going to your buyer and say, oh my God, this agent's suing me for procuring cause because you went into this property with them and you should have told me. That's a sin. Buyers should be able to buy real estate. Sellers should be able to sell real estate, and everybody should be able to do it happily and with joy. Joy.
You're talking about that Reservoir Dogs. We're going to talk about forced tipping later on in the show, but when you're talking about
the Starbucks one with the Apple Pay,
I think they referenced Starbucks in the article, but the other what you made me think of when you're talking about these open house issues is I think the show is called I Love You Man, and do you remember that? I forget the actor's name. He goes in the open house, talks about the food. Lou Ferrigno's in there. He's trying to sell Lou Ferrigno's house.
God, I haven't seen it. No,
you haven't seen that?
Funny. Can you find it?
Yeah, I'll see if I can get it loaded up into our software here so we can play it. But you were talking about, that the balloons are going. Are people still bringing food to the open houses?
There it is. Here's the movie clip. I'll send it to you. You can put it up for me. I haven't seen it. You know what they do? They'll do open houses. They'll bring food. Some of them, well, it's really not public as much, but I've seen alcohol served, champagne, wine. I've seen that at a regular open house. I don't know what kind of issues that can create.
Yeah.
But somebody leaving, getting a crash drunk. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, let me see if I can put this up. I don't have. We probably won't hear the video, but this movie.
Oh, the audio coming through. Yeah, I've never seen it. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, just the clip itself.
It's funny though, right?
No, yeah, the whole movie's great.
I have to watch. I'm gonna write that down.
You got to watch it. So
I like the actor. What's his name on there?
Yeah, both of them. This happened to me once before with the
sound.
No, the video showing like multiple, like looking into itself. I don't know what you call that.
Oh, the repeating.
Share just the one. Yeah, did you see that when it came up there?
Yeah, I did.
But where's the share screen? What's going on here? No, a lot going on over here. Screen share. We'll just show this one piece here. But yeah, so this you probably can't hear because I didn't load it up into the software.
Right.
But
I've always wanted a pad with a
talk about open houses.
Statue, so
I can hear it.
Yeah, basically the scene. He's selling Lou Ferrigno's house. He goes in there. He's talking to him, eating his food, talking how he put on a good spread. And he says, "Oh, I didn't even ask you if you want to sell your house or if you were interested in buying the house." He goes, "No, I just like going to open houses, eating the food."
Cost $30,000 house.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, you should.
Cute, right?
It's definitely.
He told me he was going to make an offer.
Oh,
I think he's trying to
chip cookies and a popcorn.
Yeah, I'm really off my game
today.
I just totally removed you from the stream here. So, anyways,
no, that's all right. I didn't want to be here this morning anyway.
If you haven't seen that, you should see it.
I'm gonna do one more. Oh, you know what? I can't. I was gonna share this as well. Again, they cut me off with one. That's all right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but you were talking about the tipping. That was, I think, that article. I don't know if it was specifically about Starbucks, but it did come up as I'm going to present a separate screen here, but they did talk about it, and it's basically talking about. Let's see, is it this one? Let's see here. Yeah, so this one, LA Times. should you add a tip?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a lot of places I've seen lately. You probably have too, that this is like part of the process. You're going to have to answer a couple questions, they say. They hand you the pad.
Yeah. And, we talked about this maybe 2 months ago. I talked about when I was down in San Diego, they were tacking on like forced tips. Even a restaurant here locally was doing that. It wasn't saying a tip. It was like, it says healthcare, or like in this one here, I don't know if you can see it. It says mandatory service charge, just added on.
Oh, yeah. Sure. 15% just tacked on. And that's not the tip. That's something else.
No, exactly. And, and it's funny that the reason I wanted to bring this up, because we keep seeing this here, here in Santa Clarita and here, just in other places. The one we saw this week, we were up in Solvang. Okay. And we went to dinner. See if I can override this. So here's our charge, 3% healthcare surcharge.
Huh. Healthcare.
Yeah. I'm like, so anyways, we were nice about it. And it's not the waitress or waiter's fault. That's a company policy, right? So we kindly said, hey, I'm not here to cover your healthcare. Can you remove that? I said, I'm not gonna, I'll add it back to the tip, but I'm not gonna put it that I'm paying healthcare at a restaurant. So yeah, this was from this weekend. Did
they get rid of it?
Yeah, no, she took it off, and she says she understood. But I said, I don't want to, if I'm going to be forced to pay this, I'm just going to, reduce the tip, and I don't think that's fair. If you take it off, and I'll add that back. So, because I don't know, I don't think that's going to them. I think that's going to the employer, and somehow that's, I don't know how that's being worked back in, but I'd rather give them the tip direct than.
So So my question, this is probably ridiculous, but when in that meal would that prostate exam happen? Would it be after the rolls? Or are we talking after dessert? They would give you a prostate medical exam for that $10. I mean, it could be worth it. When would that take place in the meal?
You're saying if I'm paying for healthcare, I should also be able to give the exam.
Yeah, or actually get one. Yeah, since you're there. When would that happen? Would that be after the rolls? Would it be hot, steamy, fresh rolls, or what? What kind of place are we talking about, Tim?
I would assume. I thought, I guess I could have read that. I read that wrong. I could go both ways. Is it healthcare for the waiter, or is it healthcare for us after eating?
I thought. Yeah, once you get done,
is the food
get your stomach pumped?
Yeah,
they're gonna pump your stomach, give you electrolytes because you'll need that because you just got rid of everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, this article is talking about the tipping and more specifically like the social pressure to tip because you're there. Like if you're at Starbucks, there's that machine, like you said, the prompts right there on the spot. If you're going to tip or not. But it's getting a little out of control. I think with these forced tips like they have here. I think that was the only example they gave, but. And they went on to say that they're doing this for a variety of reasons, and we saw it like in San Diego. They're calling it different things. This was one. Mm-hmm. This one I just showed you from our trip this weekend was just straight up said healthcare. I don't know, maybe they thought that would make us feel more like we had to pay it versus just a surcharge. Some just say surcharge, like it doesn't say for any particular reason. So maybe they're putting healthcare on there so we feel more compelled. That's more enforceable, or we have to pay it. But yeah, they took it off, and but we added that to the tip. We didn't take it, didn't dock them for it. So, yeah. And
yesterday,
I wish go ahead.
I was going to say yesterday. This is kind of odd. Starbucks started. So when you do Apple Pay at Starbucks, it's always they say, they hand you the pad, and they kind of give it to you if you're even in the drive-thru, and they'll say. There's a few questions here. Then you can do your Apple Pay. And the questions are, 5, 10, 15, 20% custom and then no tip. Yesterday, what was funny is that guy, I'm sitting there, he reaches out the window to hand me the pad, and every other time I've gotten the whole thing. He wasn't still holding on to it. This cat looked at me like I was going to run off with the pad. He had a death grip on the corner of the. God, we're something like, I swear to you. So here's the pad, and he hands it to me to sign, and he's like holding on to it. And I can't even see it. I'm trying to manipulate his wrist. He's like, looking at me thinking, this one, he's going to take it. He's going to take it.
He didn't want you to see it already hit the 20% tip button.
Oh, you know what? That's clever. Yeah, very good. Oh, it's I already took care of it for you. Don't,
just
buddy.
Need you to sign. Yep, just need you to sign.
Hey, you know what I got? I'm excited about this. Watch this. You want to see something awesome? I just did like I shared something. Can we put that up?
Oh yeah, how'd you do that? That's a yeah. Look at that. Watch this.
How do I do that? Ha ha! Wow.
I think this is like our 10th episode, and we finally figured out how to have you drop something in.
Because I put another button. There's a whole nother button down here. It said share screen.
Okay.
At the bottom.
Yeah,
so now I can put does it make noise?
No, but you usually make me do all the work. And
I should have done it.
Yeah, I appreciate this.
Oh, this is okay. Let's see. Watch this.
How do we do
the Oh no, this is a loan program. So this is something that's come up lately for California employees. So also service. This is where they don't, and this is also a contribution from your agent, me, as well to this process. Basically, the loans are zero.
Yeah.
So I pay a little bit out of what I'm making, and then the lender covers the rest of it. And there's no fees, there's nothing. Just a regular 30-year fixed, nothing fee loan. But anyway, this came out. So this is Tim, the guy we had last week.
Yeah.
This is a program that they came up with there at Draper and Kramer. So
what is this? What's the benefits, and what do you have to how do you qualify?
Yeah, basically, if you're a civil service or some kind of government or city employee, and I think that's very broad.
Yeah.
Working for some California in some capacity, I would also say if you held some kind of a license from the state, you might be able to pull that off as well. But at least as far as this program goes, if you fit within those requirements, being a civil service, California state employee of some sort, you have all your lender's fees waived, and they're not going to charge you any underwriting, nothing processing. So your fee sheet that the lender provides should have nothing on it. And then, the concierge service, where I think people always talk about that. They do have different loan programs, but the deal with this is now most lenders are charging maybe a point and a half. And, this is completely new. And there's, like I said, I contribute a little bit as well. So is the lender. And that's why it comes out to be, so that's the program. It just came out last week. So it's new. I haven't even had a chance to pitch it anywhere yet.
Yeah, it probably came out after we talked to Tim last Tuesday.
Yeah.
I imagine. Otherwise, we would have brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was actually Tuesday or Wednesday when I got it. I was trying to do, okay, I'm going to stop the screen. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Let's try.
Oh, look at that.
Now it's gone.
I feel like I've totally lost control.
No, but it's gone now. Setting. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Oh, video. Wait, watch this. Share screen. Watch this one. Reservoir Dogs. Can you see that?
So it comes up on my end and then gives it to me to then put up. So I think funny. The issue with the share screen versus so like some of the videos I load in, I actually download them from YouTube and then upload them into the software. That's when we can hear the noise,
audio.
The audio. These because it's playing through your screen. Unless I think if you look, there's a button that says you can share the audio.
Unmute screen audio. I just did that. And then how do you play it? I think you push it. Oh wait, no.
No, you should be able to just go to your screen that you're sharing.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, on the actual screen.
Push the wrong button. Actual screen.
The screen you're sharing. So put it back up, and then the actual screen that you're sharing, not within the software, to hit play as if you're not sharing it anywhere.
Oh, I see. Okay, here we go. It's probably.
Here, let me share it again.
Should be about $1 a piece. And you, when I come back, I want my book.
So talking about forced tipping, right?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Pink's going to give a whole dissertation on why he never tips.
All right.
All these young guys. Oh, look at that. Huh? Look at all these young guys.
Yeah, they just showed a picture of them. I saw on, I don't know, Facebook or Instagram. They took their pictures like 30 years later.
You don't tip?
No, I don't believe it.
Oh, wow.
You don't believe in tipping?
You know what these chicks make? They make shit. Don't give me that. She don't make enough money. She can quit.
I don't even know a fucking Jew would have the balls to say
Oh.
that. Let me just
Yeah,
get this
well, there
straight.
you go.
We'll have a tip.
There's our, we get
family
kicked
I don't
off of
think because
YouTube now.
society says I have to.
Yeah, not going to be
I
family
mean,
friendly.
if somebody really deserves a tip, if they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But I mean, tipping automatically, that's the bird.
Anyway, if you haven't seen this, this is
I mean, as far as I'm
it's
concerned,
a
they're just
good
doing
it's a
their
good
job.
spot. They get them tip.
You know, every time we share something like that, that's audio or something, I get a threatening. I don't know if you've got one yet on either Facebook or YouTube about copyrighted content being shared on a live
got
stream. Have you gotten those?
Yeah,
a
bunch.
You have to swear you'll never do it again.
Well, usually mine are other countries. They're cutting me out of Russia. They're cutting me out of Yugoslavia.
Oh,
You froze. I haven't gotten one locally. It's always music with me. Like I'll go grab one of the music things on YouTube to put behind a short, and it'll cut me out. You're frozen. I don't know if I'm frozen.
Yeah, you're a little frozen. I can hear you though. But yeah, it shows. Are you getting that music from the YouTube app? All I see is a blurry image of you, Connor. So I'll wait for you to come back into the stream. But yeah, tipping has gone a little bit too far, I think. I think the next thing we were going to talk about, and you're still completely frozen, Connor. I don't know if you can hear me. I want to talk about, and it probably won't help to share these videos with the stream, but we were talking about last week about some of the stores locking up their products in San Francisco. And I finally found that video. Kind of hard to find, but this is the video of a Target store in San Francisco that has literally every product locked up. Literally every product locked up. So the question is, and what they're talking about in the news is, why would you even go here to shop? I mean, you know, you go into our local Walmart and, you know, which we don't go to, but when we do on occasion, we'll see that certain things are locked up, baby formula, you know, razor blades, beauty products. And that's annoying enough because when you do you do want to buy something, you have to get an employee to come pick it up, as your people listening are well aware. And then
I'm back.
Yep, I had you back. All good. So
okay, good.
I'm just talking about, this is that Target store that has literally every product locked up. There's not one thing you can buy without getting a.
Oh my gosh! Put that back. I missed it.
I'll put that back up. Yeah. So.
Oh, look at that.
So, and what I was saying when you kind of fell off the video here is that, you know, you ever go to our Walmart and there's a couple things locked up, you know, beauty products and baby formula and whatever they decide.
And dander shampoo if you must know.
Yeah, tampons. But you know, how annoying is it that you know, you got to get an employee to get a product, and then you know they don't even let you take it. They're going to walk it up to the front. So now everyone's treated like a criminal. But this is just, why would you go here? Why? I mean, why would you shop here?
You know, there goes that whole self-checkout concept. They just ruined the self-checkout concept. Can you imagine that? What a mess.
Remember when they started? Yeah, when they started that before COVID, where they had no employees, right? It was just
that's right.
You would just get your products and honor system pay, and then they got in trouble. And I think that was an Amazon type like kiosk store, but then they were told that it's racist to do that because it deprives people who pay cash from being able to shop. So, can't win.
Cuts them out. Yeah, it makes them Cinco de Mayo. Cuts them out.
Yeah. Speaking of Cinco de Mayo, what any plans?
Well, we were going to go to you know, to do the show and then maybe go over there to score, but I don't know. There's a big office thing here, and I might just go stay in Ventura.
In Ventura?
Walk on the beach. Yeah, walk on the beach barefoot.
Yeah.
And play with the jellyfish, because I guess they're not dangerous.
Well, Ventura is nice. It's just the weather we're having lately. It was nice and warm last week, and now it's all overcast again. And if it's even when it's sunny here, Ventura can be overcast. You got to watch out for that.
It'll be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. But
And you?
No plans. I think we're just going to do something at home. Wife wants to do like a fish fry where not a fish fry, but what do you call it when you put all the fish in a big bucket, cook it up, and then throw it down on some butcher paper and eat it all.
Jambalaya?
Yeah, just
no, it's not jambalaya. What is that?
No.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, there's one of those restaurants you go to where they do that. If there's a couple,
Joe's Crab Shack. Oh, there's that crab place here by Gold's Gym. They have that, right? Don't they do that?
Yeah, like
have
that. We've
been
done
there?
it once before. Yeah, it's fun.
Have you been to one by Gold's Gym?
No, not Joe's Crab Shack.
Wasn't impressed.
No, my wife's one of her best friends works at one of those. It's not a Crab Shack, but it's very similar as another franchise that we've been to. But yeah, it's good. My wife said, "Hey, the reason I want to do this is because it takes two hands to eat, and the kids won't be able to be on their cell phone. They'll have to actually engage with us during dinner. It is messy."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they'll have to actually talk. That's weird. They're not going to like that at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I think that's what we're doing. But other than that, no real plans. If that new restaurant,
how was Solvang?
Huh?
How was Solvang?
Solvang was good. Yeah, weather was good. Just up there for the weekend. Took the motorhome up there, and we stayed at a place called Flying Flags. It's not really considered camping. It's more of like an RV resort. So they have a pool and bocce ball and all that, and it's fun. We just took an Uber into town, had a nice dinner, and just a little weekend getaway.
Do you actually have to talk to strangers when you go camping?
You can. Some people are more
people
friendly than others.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, because we just if we're there, if we're just sitting out front, it's usually just people watching. Put up some chairs out in front of the motorhome, have some cocktails and snacks, and just watch people walk by because everyone's kind of just moseying around with their kids riding bikes and stuff. So just kind of people watch. But there's a lot of stuff to do right there, walking distance. They have their own restaurant at Flying Flags. They have a little bar area, little area for people to hang out by the fire pit and stuff. So it's a fun place. It's a 2-hour drive, so it's not too bad. And if you don't have an RV, they have you can rent little trailers, and they have a bunch of cabins now. They've kind of expanded the place quite a bit, so it's a fun little getaway. And then you have Solvang, you have Santa Ynez, you have Lompoc, and a lot of things probably within 10 minutes drive.
Right.
A lot of wineries out there, so lots to do. It's fun.
Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Is that the place right there that I put up, that Flying Flags RV resort?
Yeah, let me see. Oh, yep, I didn't even notice you did that. So yeah. So where's it at? Yeah,
that's
so
it. Cool.
That was kind of one of the cabins. That's one of the pools. They have 2 pools.
Did you stay in a cabin? You stayed in your RV?
No, we stayed in the motorhome. Yeah, we stayed in the RV. Okay. But yeah, they got a little playground. Obviously, it's a pretty big place.
Oh wow,
probably
it is big.
Quarter mile. Like if you walk the whole area around, and so this is the first time I've actually seen inside of these cabins. This area is like a little safari area that's totally enclosed. Like I don't know if you have to rent the whole section, but there's like 9 little in this whole, like they have a gate before you can even get into these, and they'll be like I think it's for group camping. You'll see them all rented out, and it's its own little section on these. But yeah, I never saw the inside of the cabins or the trailers, but they're cute. It's fun. It's a fun place to go if you don't have your own rig.
Those are actually little like modular
like ADU type scenarios. Yeah,
right. Hell, they look great.
Yeah, you'd enjoy it up there if you guys took a drive. That's the pool, but right by the This weekend they always have something going on, some event up there this weekend. I don't know what the event was, but they had the bocce area and this whole pavilion area there must have been 100 people there, playing, and they have basketball courts and a soccer field, and It's a big place. Yeah, it's one of those places you don't really have to leave the facility to have a good weekend. So,
and you can walk around with open containers and cocktails. They don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the whole thing. So anywhere you go, you could have half a glass of whiskey and just walk around.
Yeah, exactly. And they sell.
Boy,
they
somebody
sell
burnt their hot dogs.
Yeah, they had Saturday was they had a barbecue. So that's one of the trailers that they rent out. And they're busy.
Wow, looks like an old Airstream.
Yeah, they're busy. We're not even, kids are still in school. And I would say, if I had to guess, walking around, because we'll always walk around and check out everyone else's rig.
Sure.
But I'd say, just looking at their how full they were on Saturday, I think they were probably like 80% capacity. There wasn't a lot available. I don't know about the cabins. They were pretty busy as well, but just the RV spaces. Because during the, I don't know, like Cinco de Mayo, whenever there's events up in the Solvang area, they'll be fully booked. And they have events too. They have like an Airstream show that there'll be a bunch of Airstreams up there. If there's anything going in town, they get real busy. And then all summer long, if you don't book months in advance, it's you're not going to get a spot, especially with holidays. 4th of July, people book up. I think they do like a year in advance for stuff like that. So yeah, that's part of the pavilion there. So yeah, super nice place. Not cheap though. $50 a night, and you bring your own hotel.
I wonder what those cabins cost. $200-300 maybe.
Probably. That would be my guess. Yeah.
So what's bocce ball all about? What is that? What does that mean? I've never even played it.
So, I'm not an expert on it. We do play. Usually we've had a few cocktails, so the score doesn't usually matter. But from what I remember, we have our own bocce ball set, because a lot of places we camp have one. I think our HOA here in North Park at the community pool they have a pit now too. But basically you throw a little white pinball out, size of
I see it
like a baseball or something, and then
down there, yeah.
And then it's like how close you get to that ball. And kind of, if the red ball is closer, you can knock that person out, and then there's points for distance and stuff like that. So
where are we throwing this? Are we throwing this from the edge, so we're not stepping onto the stand?
Yeah. So I think you can step into the pit, or maybe you're just outside of it. But yeah, you're just laterally across the. I'm sorry, vertically.
So the rules are, so you're at the far end, like where the shot is taking from here, and you're throwing the ball from here to try to get as close to the white ball, if not knock out the other guy's balls.
Exactly. Yeah. So this would be being thrown from the angle of the photo.
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
That's a long way. It's kind of like horseshoes.
Very much
different.
Very much so. Yeah, very much so.
No post.
No post. So yeah, it's a fun place. You'd like it. Check it out. It's right off the 5 freeway there, or 101.
I bet you it was green, huh? So beautiful.
Oh, I wish we had taken some pictures off the 101. Some of that greenery was
amazing.
Bright yellow. Yeah, bright yellow.
Yeah. Oh, there's your gym. Did you get a workout in?
Yeah, we generally do. Not this weekend because it was quick, but they're actually on the same property as the Sideways Inn Hotel.
Huh?
So you've seen that you've seen that movie Sideways. Do you watch TV?
I haven't. Well, not much. I haven't seen it.
So anyways, Sideways. It's probably 10, 12 years old. I was going to say Paul Rudd. That's not correct. I forget his name, but it's about Solvang basically, and it's up there in the Sideways Inn, and just a Solvang hotel. But yeah, it's on the same property up there, so you can stay at the hotel there and still access the campground, because they have a gate that you can go through in between.
Yeah, I pulled up that movie Sideways to see what that's about. Yeah,
I'll
have to get caught up.
Paul Giamatti, I think, probably butchering that. But yeah, good.
Giamatti.
Giamatti. Fun place.
Giamatti.
I like him as an actor. But yeah, fun place. What we missed though is by being in Solvang is and you probably heard about this because you follow the Philharmonic, don't you?
Oh boy, like a crazy person.
Yeah. So what am I just hitting the wrong button here? I keep hitting invite. So we missed this. I guess the music was really good. This was on Friday.
Uh-huh.
Well, let's let you soak in on that.
Oh. Witnesses offer. Okay, I like that. Wow, that must have been a hell of a song.
So I read through it. It's kind of silly, but I guess multiple people recorded some woman having an orgasm at the whatever certain point in the thing, and someone actually somehow recorded it. And there was another video on YouTube that supposedly had the recording of the moan. But
nice.
I just thought that it was funny, something to share.
But that's good advertising. Definitely good advertising.
Yeah. What else did you have on here? Did you have something else on here?
No. No, I just went. I was just looking. I went back to look at it. It looks really good. No, maybe I was thinking the orgasm thing might have been if they were playing Tchaikovsky. Maybe that could have been that overture of 1812 when those cannons are going off.
They did say it was at the climax of the music.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Wow, good call. Very good. So tell me about in the world. I've been watching a little bit about that Better Call Saul. Remember that was kind of the aftermath of. So I hadn't watched it much, but I've kind of been. It's kind of cute. Yeah. But segueing that into the divorce thing, what's happening on that front?
All pretty much the same thing around here. Just staying busy.
Busy, or same kind of lots of internet stuff because of your work on that.
What was that?
Lots of internet stuff coming through as far as contacts that way. Are they still finding you more traditionally, or
still any changes? And we can talk about that as well. I did want to. You just remind me. I did want to show you something with the Chat GPT and marketing, and I think we've been doing a little bit about marketing. We've had a marketing segment, is what I'm trying to say. I think every time, I think, because we both are our own full-time marketers, and I wanted to show you something, just kind of and I'll talk more about the divorce thing, but it kind of goes hand in hand with that. A lot of it is coming down to, I'm just going to bring this over, getting, I think probably 60% is, if I kind of throw it all together now, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm getting a lot more. I used to get 50 to 60% YouTube, the rest referrals, and then just Google and more traditional methods. But now I'm getting more, because when people book consultations, I have a capture system so they can input how they found me, and more they'll mark social media versus YouTube. And I'm attributing that to the Facebook Reels, and we've been talking about that. I'm getting 2,000 to 5,000 views on a Facebook Reel almost every single one. And I see yours. You're getting quite a few as well on your Reels, and that's something that's really working. But I wanted to show you a little workflow.
Okay.
Just, I think, and anyone that's watching this that is doing doing YouTube videos, and then in coordination with that, doing the Chat GPT. I want to show you a pretty cool little workflow I came up with that just really speeds up that process. So Let me share my screen here.
And while he does that, ladies and gentlemen, may I present the Pledge of Allegiance. Our Father, who art in heaven.
All right. Okay. I really got to figure out why that's doing that.
Boy, that's deep. That goes down the rabbit hole for sure.
That just keeps. Oh, you know what? I'm sharing the wrong screen. That's why. That makes sense. So, hold on. And that's not the first time I've done that either.
Good practice.
Yeah. So entire screen. So not that one, this one. That was it. Okay. Simple fix. So here's the flow. And so we're going from uploading a video to YouTube, and then what to do next. So this, you can ignore this. I just put in the chapters of this one. This is actually a video of us talking, I pulled out the sequence. We were talking about, different things related to divorce. So, so here's the flow now with Chat GPT. You pull up the video, right? And I just basically, what I did is I just grabbed the video link here, and you can do this before you even upload. You can do this before you even upload your video. So once you're in this phase, this has already been an upload video, but if you just click the link, you can open it up. And then when you're in this video, you can go click on this Chat GPT. So you have to have the Chrome extension already on there. We talked about that last week. Got it. What it'll do is you click the Chrome extension. It'll put the text of the conversation automatically copy it into Chat GPT. And then it'll give you a summary. So remember we were talking last week, like if you just wanted to, not watch it, that was a 10-minute video of us. If you were just, so from a marketing perspective, I'm going to show you what my process flow, but if you didn't want to watch a 10-minute video and you wanted to get the summary of the 10 or 30-minute or hour video, you just do this. But for marketing purposes, what I do next is I put now write the above as a YouTube description.
Oh, nice.
And it'll put it in a more of a story format. And then I can just grab this, and you'll have to change some of it, because if it doesn't know who the parties are involved, it'll say the speaker says, stuff like that. So for purpose of the description, you can just like that. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I don't go to the trouble of putting in a description,
hardly ever anymore,
because I'm feel like I'm doing that. And then the next thing I'll do is provide the top, what do you, what YouTube call it? Why I'm losing my mind here.
The playlist?
No, tags.
Oh, smart.
And it'll give you the tags that based on your, so anyways, you can really boil this down even more and do different things. And,
well, that's for sure.
You could then, now provide a 300-word blog post. And it'll write you the blog post. So if you want to just take this to
a lot of words.
Yeah. And you can say, 4 chapter, 300 word, 500 word. I did 300. I think that's still the, what you need to rank and all that. But you can, you can just keep going and going and going. You can say, write a tweet, and it should give you your little tweet. And you can just keep going, Yeah,
there's a lot. Provide me a TikTok description. Provide me, I'm wondering, do you think, I don't know, the Facebook Reels, do you think you pull in more to have that different description in it? Because usually I put very little as well. Do you think that's description heavy, or it doesn't help with any of the attraction to that particular reel?
I think I treat it, I've been treating Facebook like the Reels, like a YouTube title.
Oh, and good. Okay.
And many times I'm using the exact same title because I think they are looking at the keywords. One thing I've noticed is I cut down my videos from 30 to 60 seconds, and I do it in no more than 12 seconds, 10 if I can. And in watching the other marketers talk about, best tactics for every YouTube and all that, the algorithms, is that they will show it to people that have, that they think want to watch it. And if they get like 90% playthrough, the closer to 100, the more they'll keep presenting it.
Ah, nice. So that's why we're shrinking the time.
Yes, exactly. So, and I didn't think it was possible to get get some information out in 10, 12 seconds, but actually am. Just talk a little faster, and it really makes you think about the point, as opposed to maybe giving other ideas around it or going further into depth. And the ones that are 30 to 60 seconds long, they get maybe 200, 300 views, and if it's 10, 12 seconds, it's 2,000 to 8,000 views. And so
you're almost creating a captive audience where they by the time they figured out they hate seeing me, it's too late. They just watch the whole thing.
And usually, and it's so fast that when I'll check the results of it, the stats, some of them will show 120% viewed because it already went to replay before they figured out they already watched the whole thing. And that helps the algorithm as well. So just always stuff to play around with that. But,
are you doing that also on the Facebook reels? You keeping them that short there as well? The whole thing all the way across? Interesting. Yep.
Basically the same.
I started doing it, but I got scared because I could only get 5 words out. Hi, I'm Connor, and that's done. I'm done. Just 10 seconds.
Yeah, no. See, I skipped all that. It makes you strip out
name.
Yeah. And if you have something else to say, do a part 2 right behind it.
Right, that's good. You know what? This is all good stuff. Boy, that's where it's weight in gold. They should Venmo, whatever.
Yeah.
Put it in the show notes. Let's do that.
You've been having good luck with, or good results, I should say, with doing the cut of other people's videos.
Oh my God! Oh, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
How did you do that where you cut in, but you didn't have to? You were able to use looks like a pre-recorded video. How did you do that?
You know what? You're doing it to me. I don't know how the hell I did that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I did it on the phone for sure. I did a remix. I did a voiceover. And so are we talking about our show where I pulled it over like that?
No,
that's just a framing thing. That kid with the arms.
The triceps.
Yeah, it was from the phone. So basically in that video, you can, at least at that time that I did, that's quite a while ago. This is when I was first figuring out the system. You're actually able to superimpose your video there.
Okay.
So there was a way, and I'd have to play with it again, but it's pretty straightforward. I figured it out. But did
that video on its own have a lot of views to begin with?
Yes. It was huge. That's kind of the target. You want to go to the super popular and then recreate it or remake or whatever.
Something that's been allergies are killing me. Something that's been watched and proven to have been watched a lot, right? That's
correct.
That's what I think is working on those.
And it was good. I hate to slam the kid, but come on. I don't understand. The world has changed so much. And even.
So that wasn't a new one that you did?
No. This is quite a while ago.
That's funny because that just came up in my feed yesterday. So I assumed it was new. I think I need to have more than
long time ago.
I think I need to follow more than 12 people on YouTube. I think I just keep seeing your stuff over and over again.
Well, you diversify. Whenever you break away from divorce, just do something.
Yeah.
Boiling an egg yolk or frying an egg yolk. Remember that one?
Oh yeah,
that's incredible.
For absolutely no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just remarkable. You almost want to take the dog and put him on the couch and just do a quick video of him jumping off the couch. And then you're done. 50,000. Great.
So yeah, you got you got a lot of views on it for not being your video, right? It's pretty funny. Let me see.
Let me see it. I haven't looked at it lately.
I was scrolling through. Yeah, I'm working on it. I started laughing when
yeah, you sent it to me in text.
He's a player.
When you do that and there's like muscles there, nobody cares about that. We don't.
I know nobody cares, and I know a few other people that care, but we all do care, and we care about you too and your triceps. So don't worry.
So I guess.
So this is what I did.
Nobody cares about that.
I took his video and I basically cut it down.
Okay.
And then I put mine behind it. So he cuts off and then I'm back.
So I guess instead of you record, so when I do the I'll show you the one I did yesterday. There's this lady called Just Pearly Things or something, and she just talks about all kinds of stuff I wouldn't be comfortable talking about. Shoot. But I found that she puts up some things that separation, where'd it go? That I can capture off of. But yeah, she gets a ton of views. And so she'll talk about like child custody and what that women get 90% of it. And I'll kind of cut in like you did. Instead of having a pre-recorded one, it'll play, you can cut I think 5 seconds or something like that.
Shoot a video.
Yeah. And then just record something over that. So I guess that's what you did versus hitting record. You just uploaded something in its place.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that was because I have a whole bunch of stuff on the phone. I transfer over from GoPro, pull those videos over, and then I'll pull a piece out and throw it in there. And then I just did the voiceover I did voiceover of that video.
And you add the video and then you did a voiceover.
Correct. Yeah. And I just waited.
That was good.
Started after he talked.
That made me laugh. Yeah. I liked it.
Yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, Tim. Nobody cares. Oh, I care. We all care too.
That was funny.
Oh, I saw a video from George Carlin.
I don't think you were jacking him. So this video I must bring up. This person had I think like 11 million views.
Whoa.
And I thought it was funny.
That's when you go out and buy a Maserati. When you get 11 million views, then you go that day and buy a Maserati. Tim. That's what happens.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, I get 11. I get 11 views. Yeah.
Once you do 11 million, you're all done. You could just retire, go to the Caymans. You're all finished.
Yeah. So hopefully could you hear when I was playing your video? I kind of turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
You get it? Okay. So because it's not embedded in the software. But this was just funny. So this was just a cut of someone else's video. I thought it was hilarious. I guess not as many people thought it was as funny as I did, but I'll play here. Give me a call. I can help. So give me a call. I can help. So anyways, I must have watched that 100 times. Sorry.
Oh my God, that's all.
I can't get to stop.
Yeah, so. All right. We got the same humor. That's good. Oh my God, that's horrible. Yeah, good.
But,
at least we have the same humor. That's
that got
funny.
Me a couple thousand views, so just using other people's ideas. Yeah. 8-second video.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's so much out there, but it's all about bringing that attention. If you're a local business, it's using what you do to bring attention. It's using education to bring attention to what you do. It's, I want everybody to use me for real estate. Tim wants everybody to use him to get a divorce. But at the end of the day, we kind of show how to do it. If you want to do it yourself, there are ways to do it.
Yeah.
And
not always
by doing that, it seems to work. No, that's unfortunate. Yeah. It's just nice to find people that are good at what we do.
Yeah. Are you adding to your videos, even Facebook, our local, Santa Clarita or anything like that?
I've kind of pulled away from doing that. I kind of leave it a little bit more global. It just depends on the video. If it's Santa Clarita specific short, I'll put Santa Clarita in there. Because I really don't want to go list properties in Idaho, which I don't mind, but
Yeah. So I read an article or watched a video talking about marketing, and it was talking about a plumber in Texas that I don't know what part of Texas, but he's a local plumber and he gets millions of views a month. And he was doing that where he was doing like how to fix a toilet or how to, do all this. And he was getting leads from all over the place, but he's obviously a local plumber. So he started adding, and he was doing that because he was focused on the views versus the getting the local business. And he was afraid that if he put his local area like after, so how to fix a toilet Houston,
in Odessa,
Oklahoma.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. What he realized is that his views did not decline. In fact, they went up. So it didn't get, interesting, right? It didn't get localized for the views. And now when people search, I thought I did an interesting search here. If I do that one more time.
And this is in the title. He's putting the city name in the title. Huh?
Yep. And
Interesting.
he's getting just as many views. So what I did is I said, who's advertising in Santa Clarita? So I just did a search for Santa Clarita, and you can say like this month, just to see who's in. And I want to see like, so if someone searches Santa Clarita, because when I read this, I started tagging, no matter what my video is about, divorce related, I put Santa Clarita divorce, or at least Santa Clarita in there if the word divorce is already in there. So this is like the last 30 days, and you can see who's in here, some Travel Channel. But when I did the search a few days ago, like I was like 80% of the views, or I shouldn't say views, and videos. And there's the one we shared last week. 80% of the views, I mean, that are indicating Santa Clarita and no one else. So and this is someone's doing a search for Santa Clarita. So it's just like this. That's, I don't say it's all me, but I mean, I'd say at least 70%. And the views, the views are still getting, still getting 1.5, 1.4, 1.2. And that's not all here in Santa Clarita. 1.4, 5,000.
You're
8,
doing a colon. Are you doing a space colon space? Space colon space, or
space colon space.
Colon space.
Yeah.
Is that you read that?
Say that again.
I've heard that somewhere else, to do a space colon space.
Yeah, that's what it is. Space colon space.
And then you can also use that up and down line. I don't even know what that's called.
Pipe.
That shift.
They call it a pipe.
Yeah, shift right above the return. What is it called? A pipe?
Pipe, yeah.
Oh, pipe.
I used to use a pipe all the time, and then I think that for whatever reason the trend went to the colon.
The colon. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought that
next week we're going to try to. I was going to mention we're going to try to get some Cat on here, Mark, next week. Cinco de Mayo, of course, tied him up, so he's not going to be available. Well, he's not available today, but next week we'll try to get him.
No, that'll work. Yeah. But Ellie's been watching all your videos, and now she just she's at a 42-hour fast right now.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
She never fasted before. I mean, she was doing like the 16-hour fasts, but that's just because she doesn't eat breakfast. So she usually wouldn't eat till 2:00. So she was getting 16 hours in. But I said, hey, you want to push it, go to bed and get the extra 8.
42. That's awesome. Is she still on it?
Still, yeah. Since 6 last night. So, yeah.
She's already switched over. Her fuel system's already switched over. She could pretty much go as long as she has. Well, I don't know how much she has to burn, but I don't think hardly any. But anyway, it's good for health.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for a lot of things, right? Yeah. So she started Sunday night at 6, not last night. Sunday night. Wait, what's today?
Yeah,
Tuesday. Sunday night.
Yeah, that's the last time I ate was Sunday night as well.
Yeah, it's her first longer prolonged fast. So
no, that's fantastic. Yeah, so much eating that happens, even if. Because it goes after. I mean, if you don't have the store body fat, let's say, and you're kind of lean and you haven't fasted before, it's going to start going after all that connective tissue that's damaged. And it's going to start cleaning out all of those things that you never really would have cleaned up in the first place.
It's interesting. I read, and you probably learned this as well, but that if you have other problems, whatever that might be, like the weight loss comes last. If you have other underlying issues, it's going to handle the fasting is going to address those kind of underlying issues first before it addresses the fat loss. Did you hear that before?
Yeah, and it goes after like the visceral fat. Actually, the fasting goes after that first, that organ fat, because that's the most dangerous.
Yeah,
it's incredible how the body just knows what to do. It does touch the muscle because muscle's necessary as long as you have the fat to burn and the problems. It's amazing. No, you're 100%. You're right. Yeah, that's a very, very common understanding about fasting longer term. A day's great. 2 days great, but really after you get in ketosis and you start accessing that other fuel system, your body ramps up everything. I mean, and all sorts of stuff, but it just continues to be that trend that it's really one of the best ways. Sure.
Yeah. Well, very good, sir. We're just about at an hour. I think we covered everything we wanted to cover today.
We did, friend. It's always a pleasure, Tim. Always is. I'm happy to know you.
Cue the music.
Be back next week, ladies and gentlemen, right? Next week, we'll be back Tuesday, 8 a.m., Santa Clarita Insider Show. Connor MacIvor and Tim Blankenship.
That's right.
Oh, this one? Tim Blankenship. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday. If you have any show topics, send them to us. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, Connor. Good talking to you.
See you, brother. Thank you, Tim.